Yo, what is up everybody? Jumpin here, and I'm back with my Dark Souls 2 walkthrough. Now, I have to talk about a couple things. The first thing I really need to talk about is that I actually got the Chaos Blade, and I already Dark Infused it. Now, I didn't show it because I thought, hey, let me just go ahead and link you guys to my video. I made a tutorial video about this. All you gotta do is refight the Lost Center, just burn a bonfire aesthetic, and yeah, that's really it. I'll put a link in the description and in the annotation to my tutorial video about how you can get the Chaos Blade, but I highly recommend getting this weapon if you want to try my build, because I think that this weapon is very important for the build. Now, you might notice I have over 500,000 souls. I've been farming some souls. Now, what I did was I went back and I fought certain bosses again by burning bonfire aesthetics. Now, a couple of the bosses I fought, one was the Scorpion Lady. If you refight her and you burn a bonfire aesthetic, you can get this ring +2. This is the ring that will increase your magic slots. So now I can actually equip 3 additional spells. So I highly recommend getting this as soon as possible. You can always wait till New Game Plus, but I think it's better just to burn the bonfire aesthetic. Now the clear bluestone ring, remember this is the spellcaster's ring. This is really good. It increases your spellcasting speed by 55%. at +2. I mean, that's really amazing. The way you get this, all you gotta do is burn a bonfire aesthetic and refight the skeleton lords. So that's pretty much it. Now, this armor is really cool. If you want to know how to get this armor, I showed it in my walkthrough, but if you remember the Shaded Woods, when I was there, there's like a certain petrified enemy that you can go ahead, use a branch, and then, once you get past the enemy, you can open a chest, you get these robes, you get the entire set, which is only 3 pieces, and you get another branch. So I highly recommend getting these because these robes are pretty cool. I did not know this, but the effect of each piece is that it increases your casting speed. So I personally think these are the best mage's robes in the game because each piece has that effect. And casting speed is really important for, you know, using spells. It's one of the big crucial things. Now the helmet, right now I had the Saint's hood, and we're gonna go kill that chick, but before we, actually, well, you might be wondering, how the hell do I have the Saint's gear if I haven't killed the chick yet? Well, I didn't know this either, but if you talk to her, maybe you have to have a certain amount of faith, or maybe it's just in a certain part of the game once you progress far enough, maybe after the Undead Crypt, I don't know. But I went and I talked to her because I was buying her spells, and yeah, she gave me her entire set, so I was a little surprised by that. So we're gonna go kill her and see what happens. It'd be kind of weird if I got like 2 sets of her armor, but who knows. Anyway though, I have this on right now just because it does the same thing as the Hexer's hood. It just increases the number of casts. So I'm using it for now. But for my final build, I'm gonna use the King's Crown. I found out something really cool about that helmet. It's not listed, which is really weird, and there's a lot of this in the game. Look it up on the wiki sometime, or really, I don't think it's on the wiki. I think you can read it on like Reddit. That's where I found it. But this guy listed all the different armor pieces that have effects, and some of the effects are not listed, and it's really strange. But the King's Crown, I personally think, sounds like the best helmet in the game. The reason why is because it increases your intelligence and your faith by 3. So that's going to really play into this build, because it's going to save me certain points. So I don't actually need to put all the points into my intelligence and faith, because I can use the boost off the crown. It also increases your casting speed. I mean, so that's amazing. Highly recommend getting that crown, and it's going to look cool on my guy, because people have already said that, you know, I look like a king, or I kind of look like Gwyn, so being able to use these robes with that crown, I think it's going to look really cool. So this will be my armor, King's Crown, and the Lion Mage's robes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this Chaos Blade. Because I went back and I did some of the areas again, I was able to get a whole bunch of Dragon Bones. So I should be able to get this weapon to at least +4. Now before we do that, I need to level up. Now this is actually perfect, but if I put these points, I need to put 19 points into my dex, because the Chaos Blade requires 25 dex and 12 strength to wield. And remember, we're just going for the bare minimums. But here's the cool thing, is that I'm level 150, so that means the build is done. But I have to be honest, this is not the final version of my build. Probably before this walkthrough is over, I will show you what I decide on. The reason why is because of things like the King's Crown, and of course I can always lower the requirement for certain spells. So I think right now I'm probably going to have a 15 intelligence and a 27 faith. The reason why is because of that King's Crown. If it boosts it by 3, well, that's going to put me at an 18 intelligence and a 30 faith. And then, like, with certain spells like Profound Skill, because I do plan on maybe using that, it requires like a 42 faith, but you can always just lower the requirement. And I did some testing, and I was able to find out that any spell that you lower the requirement to, especially the ones that just, I don't know, they buff, like Sunlight Blade, or Resonator Weapon, or let's say, what's another one? I know, Great Magic Barrier, Profound Skill, it doesn't actually affect their durations. I actually used a stopwatch timer, and I cast it with like the right, you know, faith, and then I lowered it, and then I tested it again, and guess what? It did not actually affect the duration at all. So when you're talking about certain things like buffs, or you're talking about certain things like Great Magic Barrier, which is a great spell, you can lower the actual requirement, and it doesn't really affect the spell. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I don't know what my final build's going to be. I think my HP is good at 40. I think I like that. My attunement, I might take this down to 16. The reason why is because I don't really think I need 7 spells. 6 spells, I think that's good enough, but I could probably end up using Great Resonator Soul, Resonator Weapon, Profound Skill, and if I'm doing random invasions, I definitely want to use Heal. So that is something I might go ahead and do. Now my Strength and Dex, they're going to say at 12 and 25. ADP, I might increase this so I can get the 110 max agility, because agility is important for doing rolling animations. And my vitality, I don't know, I might increase this a little bit, but I don't really have to, so we'll see what happens. But remember, by the time I'm finished with this walkthrough, I will figure it all out and the build will be great. Now, let's go ahead and talk to this lady. After you do the Undead Crypt, she will now sell a whole bunch of stuff. She sells 10 Titanite chunks, some Twinkling Titanite, and some Dragon Bones. Unfortunately, I only want to buy one from her because I will not be able to get this weapon to +5. But we will be able to get it to +4. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Alrighty, so now I got the Chaos Blade ready to go. Also, I really do think that I'm going to use this chime as my primary chime. I mean, I was thinking about using the Chime of Want, but the thing is that this is really good for dark magic. The reason why is because I think it has a faster cast speed, and I like that. So I think I might end up using this one overall, or, you know, in the end, because I was definitely considering the Chime of Want, but I think this one's good. I mean, they do the exact same damage, they have the exact same scaling. The main problem with this chime is that it doesn't have any faith, and because of that, you cannot cast faith spells. So if I do end up using some faith on my build, I'll probably just use a secondary chime for PvP. So I'll have one in my right hand, one in my left hand. If I need to like run away and heal because, you know, the person is healing or something, or whatever the situation is, I'm getting ganked, I'll just, you know, run away, bust out my other chime, and use my heal or something like that. Alright, now before we progress further in the game, I want to go and infuse this weapon. I hope I can. I think I might have a dark stone. But one thing I also found out, which at least I never thought of this, but it's so true. If you have like a, I don't know, if you have like basically a catalyst or a chime or just anything, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and infuse it. The reason why is because you'll actually increase the damage. Like for example, if I infuse this chime, I could put dark on it, and it's just gonna, it doesn't really increase it all that much. What is that? 27 points? No, 37 points. That's 37 extra damage. It's not a big deal, but, you know, it's whatever. You know, if I put lightning on it, though, I could probably cast, you know what, I probably could cast miracles with this. That would be interesting. I might have to test that in the future. I'm just going to put dark on it for now. But, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing in this episode is I'm going to actually go and complete the Abyss Covenant. The reason why is because if you actually complete that covenant, you can get a second Great Resonator Soul. So that's going to be really cool because that's actually going to really help me out. So I guess we'll start with the one at the castle. So we need to warp to the third bonfire. And then we can just talk to the guy and go into the abyss and just complete the entire area, fight that boss. And I guess maybe in this episode, I don't know yet, but at least in our next episode, we will definitely go and do the next area, which is Adina's Keep. I think that's what it's called. Alright.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to talk to this guy, but I do really want to buy this. I highly recommend buying this. I really buy all his spells, but he sells Profound Skill. Or actually, you know what? I keep saying skill. I did not realize. It's still. That's a weird. That's just so strange. It makes more sense if it was Profound Skill. I don't know. But, you know, basically it's silence. That's all it is. Is that you silence your opponent. It's only for 30 seconds, though. You know, that's something I realized. And I don't know how I feel about that. 30 seconds, that's not that long. Although it can be very devastating to a mage build. You know, you come across a sorcerer or you know, someone who likes to cast a lot of magic, they're screwed. I mean, they really are. They can't cast any magic, and I can. So, I mean, that's pretty cheap, especially if you're about to get ganked. Like if there's 2 or 3 people, if you cast that, none of your opponents can cast it. Be careful with that water. Oh shit. You know what I just thought of? Whatever. I'll just put the torch out because I'm going to just use my spell. Look at that damage. Whoa! Ow! Come on, swing, bitch. I don't want to accidentally roll off the map. Oh, shit. Alright, so today is Friday, finally. And the nerf did come out. So I guess I can talk about that a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because what I said before, I'm pretty sure most of it was true. There was only one thing that... You know, I can't say there was only one thing that didn't come true because I really don't know. But out of all the things that I talked about, the one thing I do know that was wrong was the fact that the Moonlight Greatsword can still be infused. So whatever people were saying about that, you know, a lot of people were saying that that was going to be something they were going to do. That turned out to be false. So I think that's great. Now, they did lower the swing speed. At least I'm pretty sure they have. It seems like they have. Like when I immediately, the first thing I did when the nerf came out, or the update came out, was I equipped the Moonlight Greatsword, I tried to swing it, and I tried to buff it. And guess what? Right away I was like, oh yeah, definitely. The swing speed seems a little bit slower, but it's really not that bad. Honestly, it's not like a horrible nerf to the swing speed. And the fact that you can't buff it, I think that's a good thing. That's what I've been saying for a long time, so I have no problem with that. I know there's another enemy in here. Oh, you know what? Fuck that guy. I'm not even gonna fight him. Alright, so we're gonna have another enemy up here. Let's just go ahead and use Great Resonator Soul. But yeah, so the Moonlight Greatsword, it's been nerfed, but it is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I think the weapon is still gonna be pretty good. Is it as good as it once was? No. But is the weapon more like... What the hell's going on? I can't leave? Oh, you know what? You have to kill all the enemies. That's right. That's really weird. Oh, I hope I don't fall off. So I do have to go back and kill this guy. I think the weapon is actually more like it was in the last game. And, you know, the weapon was great in the last game. So it's not a big problem. Like, it's not a big problem at all. Ugh. Yeah, these guys have a lot of dark resistance, so... You know, the Chaos Blade's really good, but against these guys, it's not going to be all that great because it's dark infused. Now, the other nerfs, I can honestly say that I'm pretty sure that... Oh, God! Fucking Jesus Christ! Never mind!
Gravity, stay the hell away from me.
Oh, God, that fucking sucked. Ah, screw you. And your bleed. Just fucking die. Man, these phantoms have so much HP. Got him. Alright, let's go ahead and heal. Anyway, what I was saying before I fucking fell off, gravity is OP. But what I was talking about was Firestorm. I'm pretty sure that Firestorm did get a nerf, and the reason why is because after the nerf came out or whatever, the update, One of the first things I also tried was I cast Chaos Firestorm, and it seemed like it took a little bit longer to cast. It wasn't a big difference, but I'm pretty sure there was a difference. So that probably means Wrath of the God, same deal. And I was PvPing a little bit last night, or well, earlier today, technically. It was like in the morning time. And I got hit by Forbidden Sun, and it did do a lot less damage. It used to do like 1,000 damage if it hit you, which would be like half your health in some cases. For me, not really, because I have like 2,500 health on my other file, but you know, it would just take off a big portion of my health, and yeah, it barely took off anything, so that was interesting. Alright, so now that we ranked up, he gives you Resonator Soul, so that's cool, and now we can go to the next area. Ah, man. Yeah, the Abyss Covenant sucks. I highly recommend doing this one next, because save the final one, save the Shaded Woods for the final one. It's a lot easier to run through that place and then get to the boss, because, you know, who knows, you might die on the boss, maybe I'll die on the boss. And redoing the gutter, I think the gutter's the worst one out of all of them. It just sucks so bad. Now, I do recommend lighting a torch so you can see. Now, I haven't tested any of the PvE stuff. I mean, it would be simple. All you would have to do is go to the Lake of Doom. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, I'm surprised that did that little damage. Fuck you! Ah! You OP, motherfucker! You OP! Oh god! Fuck, at least those guys are gonna be... Oh my god. At least those guys are gonna be blocking for me. Whatever. Ugh. I'm pretty sure this probably isn't doing all that much damage. Fuck! No, no, no! Ah! God. Fucking Jesus. Just die! Ah! Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, this fucking place, man. I'm dead. The poison's gonna get me. The poison, no, the poison hasn't, okay, the poison didn't kill me yet. Don't get poisoned, don't get poisoned. Resonator, Resonator, get him. Get him. Alright. That sucks though, give me that. Wow, how did that get set on fire? Fuck. That's weird. That's really weird. Generally, if you use fire, yes, that will set that stuff on fire, but I didn't use any fire. At least I don't think I did. Oh, maybe it was my torch. It must have been my torch. Oh, hey, I got a dark magic spell. Fucking Jesus, I hate these things. Alright, let me use a spell like this, maybe. Eat that shit, bitch! Eat it! Yeah. I didn't do all that much damage. Oh yeah, I did take off the handcuffs that boost pyromancy. I might put those back on. Yeah, I'll put those back on for now, but I don't know. I need to really see the difference, because to me, when I was using the cuffs, I mean, it increased it by like 100 or 200 points, but it really didn't seem like it was like a ginormous upgrade to the point of which I needed it. Because like in the other game, for example, the Crown of Dust, yeah, that shit, that was for sure like a ginormous upgrade. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna buy his spells now. I also would recommend buying all of his bonfire aesthetics. I already did it, but he sells 10, so you definitely want to buy as many as possible. Alright, now this is the worst one in my opinion, because you have to fight like some pyromancers and some turtles. It's just annoying. But, you know, it's whatever. It's pretty easy. But what you don't want is you don't want to have this be your last one and then have to run to where the boss is. So every time you die, you got to run through it again. Although, once you unlock the boss, or really, I guess it's once you unlock rank 2, you could just... I don't even want to light a torch. Okay, yeah, I don't... You know what? I don't need to light a torch here, actually. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and buff our weapon. But, yeah... Once you get rank 2, you can just go back to any of these, and then when you get to the end of the area, you can actually go ahead and fight the boss. Alright, fucking turtle. I recommend luring this guy up. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's Forbidden Sun, by the way, but it's hard to judge it from the NPC. The NPC always hits you for a lot less than actual people. Alright. Fuck you and your Forbidden Sun. I want to kill that thing. Die. Alright, now I'm just going to use my melee on... I mean, look at the damage off a resonator weapon. It's so good. Screw you! Oh, you know what I haven't talked about ever? Which I really need to talk about. It's a PvP tactic, and if I come out, I'm going to be coming out with a lot of PvP videos, guys. I know some people have been asking me because they like my PvP stuff, and I will be doing more PvP videos once the walkthrough's done. This is going to be my main PvP character. I'm going to like do a video probably for each covenant, talk about different PvP covenants, tactics, strategies, you know, I don't know, different things like that. And then, you know, after I'm done with that, I'll probably just come out with just like, you know, hint videos, maybe build videos or something. I'll try to show like different PvP builds you can make. Because once I'm 150, I mean, at any time I can just use a soul vessel. By the way, you want to light those things. That's important, I guess. I remember somebody said something about that. If you light those things, that's how I guess you progress. Maybe you can't actually get out of here until you light it. Alright, let's go ahead and buff our weapon again. And now we'll just try to kill the turtle first, like we did last time. Eat that shit, bitch. Eat it! Alright, it only takes 3 of these to actually kill the turtle. That's really cool. Alright, come on, Pyromancer. Come on! Oh, I missed. Fuck. I don't care. Come on. Ugh. You gonna die! You gonna die! There, plunge? No! Oh! Okay, I gotta hurry up because fucking that wizard guy can, I'm pretty sure, can actually heal the Pyromancer, so you want to kill that thing. Alright, but one quick tip, especially with katanas. Oh god, this thing's still alive? Okay. One quick tip with the katanas. And you can do this with other weapons, but the katanas are the best example. There's a new thing you can do called momentum strikes. And what it is that you do a run attack, and then you can actually follow it up with a second attack that will come out a lot faster. I'll show you real quick. Alright, so check this out. Here's my normal R2. It's pretty slow. It takes a while to hit. But if it hits, you know, it hits really hard because it's an R2. Check this out. If I do the run attack first, look how fast that is. It's like 50% faster with the momentum strike. So generally, that's what you want to do. You want to, at least that's what I do with the katanas a lot. I'll run in, I'll hit them, stun them, hit them with the momentum, and then if I can follow it up with that combo and resonator weapon, like if I have that on my actual weapon, it's fucking over, man. I mean, it really is. Alright, so that's the second place. Now all we gotta do is go to the Shaded Woods, but remember that tactic. It's called momentum strikes. Really, really useful, especially with the katanas. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this ahead, guys. I guess I'll talk to this dude. I don't think you have to, though. It doesn't really matter. I can hear that heart beating, man. Oh, no. It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. Alright, I'm going to get the hell out of here, though. And then we'll go to the final area. You know what? While I'm here, I guess I'll show this real quick. I hope I don't die or get cursed. But this is where you can get these lion robes. Just right over there. Fuck you! Urgh. But yeah, you just, originally there's a petrified enemy over there, and then you just free him, and you can get that chest. Alright, we need to drop down here, and now we can talk to the guy. Give him the human effigy. Alright, take that shit. Take it. Thank you. Alright, so once you complete this one, you will have to fight the boss, what is it, the Dark Lurker? It's something like that. I think it's Dark Lurker. But yeah, fight the boss. The boss isn't all that hard. I mean, it isn't like super easy either. I thought it was one of the harder bosses in the game my first time through. But I know a lot of people are saying that it was really easy if you're a spellcaster. So we'll just have to see, like, what's the difference. Because I'm going to use Chaos Storm and all that. Okay. Let's do this. Now, there's going to be like an archer here and a guy with a dagger. I recommend getting the attention of the guy with the dagger, and then let's run away and buff with resonator weapon. Now, because we're going to fight a boss, I actually recommend saving your spells. You could always just use an amber herb, but I'd rather not. I just want to save my spells. Now, even like an R1 after a running attack can also be a momentum strike. Oh god, oh god. Whatever. What is that? Great Magic Barrier? It's hard to tell like what certain spells do in this game. Alright, let's do this. Urgh, bitch. You know what? I don't know what that was actually. But this Chaos Blade Resonator weapon is so freaking good. Alright, now, light your torch so that we can actually light this thing up. I really don't know if you have to light these. I'm assuming you do, because I mean, why else would they be here, you know? Like, that just wouldn't make any sense. Now, if we hurry, we can keep our buff while we fight the last guy. We might lose it, though. Now, against this boss, I'm going to try out Chaos Storm, and I'm going to try out, I guess, the other thing. More than likely, I would imagine this boss is resistant to Dark, because it is the Dark Lurker. But I'm going to use Great Resonator Soul. Now, one of the nerfs that came was the fact that you will not be able to, or actually, it's just like Chaos Storm got reduced damage. You know what, I'm just gonna not buff, I'll just fight this person. Urgh! I mean, yeah, look how much damage they take when I'm not buffed. I mean, that's how much that buff adds to the weapon. It's crazy. Here, get the stab, and get hit. Come on, let's do this. Here, stab! Gotcha, bitch! Alrighty. It's time to go. Don't worry about buffing or anything. Alright, let me get my chime out. Let's go! I'm probably not even going to buff my weapon for this fight because there's no point. I'm just going to spam my spells. I'm ready. Let's... What? Oh, son of a bitch! Are you serious?
No, young.
What the fuck? What the hell? How did I not rank up? Did I light the torch? I'm confused, guys. This is really weird. Alright, well, I'm going to cut this ahead, but something's up. Alright, guys, so I figured it out. I messed up. What I did was I did not light the very first torch. So you do have to light all the torches. Maybe because I died. Or it must have just slipped my mind or something. But now let's go and fight the boss. Now I've already ranked up to rank 2 and I got the second Great Resonator Soul. So this time, after beating the boss, we'll rank up to rank 3. Let's do this. Oh yay, the fireballs. Just run from those. That one sucks too. Okay, that doesn't do all that much damage. Alright. Oh, I got hit. Oh, watch that laser sword. Uh-oh. Alright, let's go ahead and heal. I want to use like Chaos Storm on this chick. Yeah, do that. Yeah, swing again. Chaos Firestorm! Yeah! Holy fuck. The fact that she couldn't hit me either was pretty crazy. Eat Flame Strafe! Eat it! Oh my god, Pyromancy's so OP! So OP! Eat it! Yeah! That was extremely easy as a caster, that's for sure. And we just got the Dark Lurker Soul. That will... You can use that to make a spell. I don't remember what it is. I need to check it out. I definitely need to go and check that out. I think I'm going to make that probably. Alright, so... This will be the final rank. And he's going to give us some armor. Oh, he also gives you another dark magic spell. Which is like really badass. Oh yeah, he gave me something else too. What was that? Let's see, it was called Dragon something. Huh. Oh, was it the... Oh, it was the Dragon's chime? I think this is what it was. This is a really good chime for miracles. Probably the best chime for miracles. It requires a 50 faith, but if you are using a faith build, this thing is really good. It gets an S scaling and it starts with 166 damage. Alright guys, well I'm going to end this episode now. Sorry about the confusion, I messed up. It took me about 10 minutes to get back and figure it all out because I had to go back and look at each one. But I really hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, will you please like and favorite the video for me? I hope you guys have a nice day. Peace out.